Hello, I'm Mary Lohman, and this is Mondays with Mary. In 2 Corinthians 4:18, the Apostle Paul writes, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Learning to fix our eyes on what is unseen is what I call looking with forever eyes, seeing everything from God's perspective. These visible things have a strong allurement for us. We can see and touch and taste and feel them, and they clamor for our attention. We have to learn to fix our eyes on the unseen things, to look through these forever eyes. Years ago, I worked for a very difficult manager. For one whole year, I looked at him through my own earthly eyes. That meant I was stressed out most of the time, griping and complaining a lot, throwing pity parties, hating to go to work each day. You know what I mean? Generally miserable. Of course, I felt totally justified because I looked at him through my eyes. Finally, I began to pray that God would help me see him the way God sees him. The change was honestly pretty dramatic. I saw his insecurities. I recognized the lack of peace and contentment in his life, and it changed my entire perspective of this difficult manager. I was able to work for him for 2 more years in victory instead of defeat. But I'm convinced it would never have happened if I hadn't prayed for forever eyes. Is there someone in your life that's difficult? Ask God for forever eyes. You may be amazed at the change it will make in you. And forever eyes will give you a new attitude toward material things and money. Years ago, my church suffered a terrible arsonist fire in our lovely sanctuary, and it destroyed our organ and our grand piano, as well as a lot of other damage. I went to see, and as I stood there looking at the damage with tears running down my face, I honestly could hear the voice of God saying, they were going to burn up anyway. It was a teaching moment for me, to once again remember that all these things on earth which we love and treasure, as we should, they will not make it to eternity. So hold those things in open hands because they are temporary. Forever eyes give us a much different perspective of people, of our priorities, of our money. Everything looks different through forever eyes. We have to fix our eyes on the unseen things. And I find you have to do that pretty often, like every day, because those visible things are very alluring, and it's much easier to see the visible things. But it's much more wonderful to see the invisible things. Just become very intentional about it and pray that you can see the people and circumstances and situations in your life with forever eyes. I believe you will be amazed at the wonderful change. Have a great day.